Welcome to another Norm and Teen production, or should that be Teen and Norm production? Hey, Teen?
I guess it's kind of a hard one, Norm, to know who goes first.
We got a great video for you this week, and we've been thinking a lot about adapting technology for retirement. And are we adapting technology for retirement? A lot of us who get into retirement are basically just set in our ways, and we don't necessarily buy all the latest brand new tech. But I guess we are aware of it because of our interests in photography and making YouTube videos. So adapting technology for retirement, what can we do with that, Teen?
Buy Apple AirTags.
Yeah, they sell them in packs of 4, and you can get them at Costco, Amazon, Walmart, or you can buy them individually. And there's more and more creative uses of these. If you're not aware of what an Apple AirTag is, it looks like a large coin, and you can attach that to items of value for yourself. And you're able to track where that Apple AirTag goes. And so we've been thinking more and more about how we could use these Apple AirTags more than just putting it into luggage. So one of our first ideas, Ting?
Car theft.
That's a great one.
Oh, and actually the thing of how this came about, we were having coffee this morning, and we, as you know, we play waffle, and Norm was reading an article, and he just read it out to me, and he said, you know what? There's a couple here in the UK, and they've just stolen back their stolen car. And I said to him, what do you mean? How can they steal back their car?
So their car was stolen in London, and they notified the police, and the police basically don't do anything these days for things like stolen cars or house break-ins, unless there's some violent element to it. So this couple felt that the police weren't doing a lot to help them recover their car. So they had put an Apple AirTag in the car, and so they were able to locate it with their smartphone, because if a smartphone, not yours, but anybody's, goes within a certain distance of the AirTag, it pings a signal, which then you will get on your phone of the last known location. So they found the car and they stole it back, which we thought was an incredibly great story.
We thought it was amazing. Not only could they track it down, but actually get their car back. Absolutely amazing.
So there's plenty of places to hide an Apple AirTag in a car. You maybe don't even need to do that if you're not concerned about theft. You can put it in the glove box, or you can put it under one of the seats or in the trunk. Preferably somewhere where it isn't going to be enclosed in a lot of metal. So a lot of people put them around where the spare tire is and that sort of thing. The other thing is bicycles. How many times do you see these police sales of stolen bicycles that they can't return to people because they don't know who owns them? And bikes are getting expensive, especially mountain bikes and the latest rage, electric bikes. So we're suggesting hide an Apple AirTag in your expensive bike. And once again, we have a story. There's a YouTube video of this man in Sweden, and he had an expensive bike and it was stolen, but he had hidden an AirTag in it. I think it was up under the saddle. And months went by, and then all of a sudden he got a ping on it. And so he managed to track it down. It was in an apartment building. He managed to get into the apartment, and then he walked every floor of that apartment until he got a very strong signal from one of the doors in it. So then he called the police. The police came and recovered his bicycle. It was inside the apartment, but he knew it was there because of the Apple AirTag.
We thought that was a great story, didn't we, Norm? That he managed to track it down and actually get his bike back. Fantastic. Wow.
Then there's the critical care point of view of item number 14.
And that has to be a family member. And, you know, we were thinking that the AirTag is the perfect thing for, let's say you have somebody in the family who is suffering from dementia or Alzheimer's. How many times do we read stories where people have wandered off? Sometimes they even wander out of residential homes that they're supposed to be in. So what a great idea to either put one of the AirTags actually in their clothing. Perhaps you could sew it in a pocket or something.
Yeah.
Or the other thing, if the person has a walker, because as you get older, a lot of people have, you know, the walkers that they hold on to, and you could actually put one of these in the walker. So if they do walk off, you can actually track down and find out where they are. We thought, what a wonderful way to
It is.
help
It's
find people.
Another
Yeah.
safety net for
Great.
people who are in that unfortunate position. You don't want to have somebody wander off and then get confused, and all sorts of bad things can happen with that. How about dogs or cats? Your favorite pet? Every now and then we'll see posters in our neighborhood of a lost dog.
Yeah.
And people go to great lengths to try and find the dog because they're part of the family.
Mm-hmm.
It's a faithful friend, or your cat as well. So a lot of people are attaching them to dog collars or cat collars, and you can get little gizmos to make that happen. And we heard another story where somebody did that to their dog, and they were able to train their dog that when the Apple tag beeps, because you can send through your phone on the app, you can make the Apple AirTag beep. And so when he does that, and the dog has been trained to come back.
We thought that was amazing, didn't we? Just great. In fact, I think we have one of the little gizmos right here, Norm, that we could hold up.
Well, we have all different things that we bought. So these are like keychains, and the Apple AirTag will go in here, and we got
different colours.
We got
too.
4. We got a blue one as well.
Yeah.
And we have one currently in our carry-on, attached to a zipper inside the luggage.
Another great use for it, Norm. What about anybody who has an RV or trailer? Now, we're not talking about ours because ours is attached permanently, but what if it's one that you actually tow behind your car? What a great way to put one of these in, so if it gets stolen, you could actually locate where your RV or trailer where it's gone to. Put one in somewhere.
Especially if it's a work trailer, that maybe you have a family member who's in construction and they need the trailer with them, and obviously be full of tools, and these are the types of things that do get stolen. Well, once again, a hidden AirTag could help you locate that trailer and get it back. This is a really clever one that if you're going to a large event like a state fair or a big concert and you're taking children with you, how about attaching one to your child? So in the rare instance that you get separated in a large crowd, you'd be able to track them down using the Apple AirTag app.
We thought that was a great idea, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because it can happen, like children can wander off in a split second. And we thought that was amazing.
So we've heard of people
Yeah.
sewing one into a bracelet and then putting it on your child, maybe a little girl, so that you can keep tabs on them.
Great idea.
How many times have you heard, in a large supermarket or superstore, the lost child?
Yeah, or you lose the child, or then it comes over the announcement saying, we have a lost child here. Has anybody lost a child? What a great way of finding them, hey?
Yeah, very much so.
But another thing too, Norm, is particularly in your case, what about putting one in a camera bag? Because you have lots of cameras.
I do. Or how about a toolbox? If you've got a whole bunch of tools at home, you could put one in there secretly. And of course, the classic example is your keys. How many times do you put your keys down and forget where you put them?
Oh, yeah.
Happens to me all the time.
You just don't think sometimes of all these uses that it could be for. Hey?
No, exactly.
And going back, Norm, if you think when we actually bought one of these, that was because we were going to be going on a cruise, wasn't it?
Yep.
And we normally only take carry-on luggage, but on this last cruise where we wanted to get all formally dressed
we were getting all spiffy with the dicky bow.
We decided we had to take a checked bag. So we actually bought the AirTags so we could put it in the checked bag so we would know where it was if it got lost. And I must admit, it worked, didn't it? Because we got off the cruise ship and this hall was full of bags, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Norm switched it on and we went straight to ours, didn't we?
Even when they told
works.
you what section your luggage is in, there's still hundreds of cases in that section. Well, this app walked us right to our suitcase. We didn't waste any time at all.
No.
And it gave us peace of mind knowing that when we got on the plane, we were able to see that it was on the plane in the luggage hold.
That was actually reassuring, wasn't it?
It really was.
That the bag was actually there with us on the plane. So absolutely a multitude of things that can be used for AirTags here.
And if you have some ideas that we haven't come up with, please share them in the comments section down below. We'll put a link to these holders that we have in the description. And we'll put a link to where you can get AirTags from, and hopefully it will be something that you might want to adopt just to give you peace of mind, knowing that if anything was ever stolen, like your car for instance, how upsetting would that be? And all the rigmarole that you have to go through with insurance and what have you. Whereas if you could get that car back, even tell the police where it was, then it's definitely worth $25 for an AirTag to give you that level of insurance. So anyway, we hope everybody's keeping well.
And staying safe.
And until the next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.